Next, I'd like to call on Dan Maltais. He's the president of the local Ontario English Catholic Teachers Association.
Good afternoon. At first glance, you're probably wondering why a teacher's up here. I'm still working. I've got my pension. I've got my benefits. But guess what? That all depends on good-paying jobs for people like that live here in Dryden. I've lived here all my life, 52 years. I can't remember ever seeing a sadder sight than what's behind me there. No smoke coming out of that mill. It's more than just a direction pointer. That means the people in this community are working. You just have to get out, whether it's at the soccer pitch, and you talk to somebody that just lost their house because they were let go in the first round of layoffs. They just can't make a go of it. The jobs that are out there just don't pay what they were used to getting. Now the competition for these jobs is increased. For these jobs basically above minimum wage. This community is built on that mill. The tax rate, all our infrastructure, everything we have here, from the hospital to the schools, to the streets, to the sewers, depend on that mill being open. Now, this just didn't happen overnight. This is just plain bad policies by both the provincial and federal government. Whether it's high electricity costs, or whether it's tariffs that were allowed to be put on softwood lumber at the border. We're on an unfair playing field right now. And it's costing Canadian workers. We're going back in time. We're going back to the 40s where all Canada was a place where they shipped stuff out to the States and the rest of the world, and the value-added products were made there. Sitting across that river are two wonderful paper machines that make great paper. Instead, that paper's being made somewhere else. All the messy work is being done by us. We're cutting the wood, we're taking it out of the bush, and we're making pulp. So the value-added products can be made somewhere else. That's wrong. It's time we said they want our fiber, they want our pulp. No. We want the jobs back for our workers. We have a well-trained workforce. Millions of dollars have been put into training the workforce that works across the river there in that mill. It's not their fault. They're not the greedy shareholders that want 16 and 18% return on their money. That's what it's all about. And they squeezed and they squeezed till they took everything away and there's nothing left. And then they're kicking the workers out. And that's the simple line. They squeezed every lousy cent they could out of the place, and now to heck with everybody. But guess what? These are human stories here. They're families, they're people that work over there. They call it now, oh, that's the collateral damage of the way the world market. As Harper said, the market will decide on the paper industry. Well, guess what? The market doesn't care about the women and children of this town. It doesn't care about the business owners. Just drive down the main street and see how many workers are losing their job because the store that they used to work at is now closing. It's time the people in this area stood up and said enough's enough. We're spread out. We're not concentrated like the auto industry in southern Ontario. We're spread out from New Brunswick right straight through to BC. Mills have been closing for over 5 or 6 years. The government's just been ignoring it. They can't anymore. We've got to start putting money back into the people of this province, and we've got to start now. Today is when the people and the workers of Ontario say enough's enough. We want our jobs back. We want our pensions. We want our benefits. We want to work. Thank you.